Is anybody here? I don't know. I don't see anybody. Is anybody here? Is anybody in the chat? Is anybody in the chat? I don't know. I'm gonna sing a song. Cheryl is here. All right, we can get started. Somebody's in the chat. We can get started. We can get started. Music off. Music off. Here we go. Big Dollar and Cheryl's in the building. What's going on? He's driving. Cheryl's in the building with the Shedeur emoji. How are we doing this afternoon? Who is in the lead in the QB race? Nikki Nicole's in the building. How are you doing, Nikki Nicole? Hit that like. Let's get it going. Cleveland Browns talk. Day number 4. QB battle number 4. Who is in the lead in your estimation? Put it in the chat. Who is in the lead? RJ Slots in the building. Yes, sir. Who is in the lead in your estimation? Put it in the chat. Dev the dude. Both Deshaun and Shedeur stayed after practice to throw, but guess what? Deshaun had no helmet or pads, and Shedeur did. That thing, Shedeur should just get a dog check for that one. Why are you not practice?
Dog check!
Practice how you play, Dev the dude. Practice how you play.
Dog check!
Cheryl says Shedeur is in the lead. I agree with Cheryl, but it doesn't mean I'm right. But I agree with Cheryl. It's no lead. Only one person was consistent. It's no lead. So what does that mean that there's no lead? You say only one person should be in the race. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Let me know. Is that what you mean? Joseph, what is up? Joseph, what is up? How are you feeling, Joseph? How are you feeling? How are you feeling, Joseph? I'm singing a song. Sing a song. How are you feeling? I think Shedeur's in the lead, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Shedeur's day. Shedeur, I think he had the better day in camp because they both had the same numbers, but Shedeur Sanders had 1 touchdown. Deshaun Watson had 0. They both, ladies and gentlemen, had first team reps today. They both had first team reps today. They both had identical numbers. But Shedeur Sanders had 1 touchdown, and Deshaun Watson had 0 touchdowns. Shedeur will lead, Watson will start. You know what, Mike? You're starting to think like me, and it scares me, Mike, because we're usually on the opposite side of the spectrum, but now we're thinking the same. That scares me, Mike. It scares me. Besides being available to be on the field, and consistency has always been the problem with DW. I say Sanders, but it will be Watson. How media made it a big deal yesterday. RJ Slots, you make a good point too. I think Shedeur had the better day in camp. They both threw interceptions. Shedeur Sanders was trying to hit Boston in the corner, and Miles Harden came up with the interception. Delpit made a play too. And then Tyson Campbell intercepted Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson's pick was a little cleaner. And Shedeur Sanders had a deflection and then an interception. They both threw picks. But I think Shedeur Sanders, to me, overall has had a better camp. If we want to call a spade, if we want to speak the truth, if you want to put truth serum inside your vein, you know when they put truth serum, and if you had to have everybody tell the truth, if it came to the media, if it came to the players, if it came to the fans, it would be Shedeur Sanders. He just looks like the better quarterback. He just looks better. His throws look better. He looks more accurate. Watson's hot and he's cold. And I don't know who said this. I hope I can still find it. Dev the dude, if you're still here, shout out to you. How can you stay after practice to practice and then take your pads off? What are we doing? That is absolutely horrendous from Deshaun Watson. He will never see this video, but I am very upset right now. How would you not practice how you're going to play? You take your pads off and then you practice? You might as well just go take a shower and go home. That is absolutely horrendous. We're practicing without our pads. That's like going to go shoot basketball and lowering the rim to 7 feet so you can go and dunk the basketball because you can't dunk on a 10-foot rim. What are we doing, Deshaun Watson? That is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Dev the dude is going to make me unleash here. What? And you're paid $230 million to take your pads off? That is the most asinine thing I have seen. Thank you, Dev the dude, for giving me that information. Got time today. I'm just saying. We aren't talking about practice, Gray. We're talking about practice. Shedeur did the same thing in the summer. He practiced with a helmet on and shells all summer. Very few times did you see him without a helmet on and throwing. But to me, that's a little different because we're not in training camp. You do see when they go in the off season and they work with their receivers, they just have a helmet and they're throwing, right? They don't go out there in pads. You know, that's a little different to me because you go out there with the helmet just so you can kind of simulate. I'm talking about you had your pads on, right? You practice in pads, and then you go to stay after for a little work, and you take your pads off. Why are we taking our pads? We should practice how we were playing. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get off of it. I'm not going to harp on it too long, but it is what it is, I guess. I agree with you guys. Shedeur will lead, but DW will start. It's the speed of the game. DW has been out and the game has sped up. Hey, I'm white and resemble that remark. You're white. What did I say about being white? What did I say about being white? What did I say about being white, Mike? What did I say about being white? What did I say about being white? And Iverson quote Greg over, without a doubt, 2 is the better QB. What did I say about being white? Now I'm confused. What did I say about being white? I am totally confused. Hit that like when you come in. Lowering. Listen, Mike, listen. I can't dunk. I have never dunked in my life. I'm black, okay? I can't dunk. I've gotten really close. I've rim jammed it. I can't dunk. And it's over for me, Mark. It's over, Mike. Not Mark. Mike, it's over for me. My knees are shot. I've got the knees of a 28-and-a-half-year-old raccoon looking for a piece of bread. It's over for me. I've never dunked a basketball in my life. I've gotten close, but it didn't happen. It wasn't put in my cards. Without a doubt, 2 is the better QB. Rim jam is crazy. It's crazy. I tell it how it is. I'm Zach Randolph, okay? Agreed. He should practice with his pads on. That's when he struggles with the pads. Mine too. In my peak, I dunked. See, at least you dunked it. I got rim jam. I'm Zach Randolph, all right? I'll put you in the post, and it's over for you. It's over. I am Zach Randolph. Go look up Zach Randolph. Look up Zach Randolph highlights. I will annihilate you in the post. Mid-range monster fadeaway rebounding machine. Oh, man. Hit the like when you come in, ladies and gentlemen. Can we hit the donation goal? But it's for a Monday stream. I will not be around to stream this weekend. I'm just putting it out there. It is for a Monday stream. Can we hit the goal for Monday? Just putting it out there. Let's get it cracking. We'll move away from Shedeur for a second, and we're going to move on to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, ladies and gentlemen, he came back to earth today. Yesterday, he had 7 touchdowns and the world was set on fire. The world was set on fire, and Browns media, the way they scoped Deshaun Watson's day, it was crazy. Crazy, right? The way they scoped it. 7 touchdowns. Now, I made a video. I put a short out. Now, when you put a short out, sometimes it doesn't say everything that I said. I knew he was in the red zone. My clip that was captured didn't say anything about the red zone, and people were in the comments, bro, he was in the red zone. I know, okay? But the way they focused it on the media was, oh, he's back. This is why he should start. And now the real Deshaun Watson came back, right? Deshaun Watson came back to himself because it wasn't in the red zone. He had to drive down the field. And it's not me hating on Deshaun Watson. I'm just speaking the truth. I knew this would happen. 11 for 16, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Where did the 7 touchdowns go? Now everybody's being quiet. I don't see Cleveland media talking about the 1 interception from Deshaun Watson. And you know what? And you know what makes me mad? You know what makes my grind gears my grind my gears, Family Guy? I seen a report from Tony Grossi, and listen, if there was one person I don't like, and I'm not ashamed to say it, it's Tony Grossi. This dude right here. I'm telling you, this guy. He said the quarterbacks have 14 interceptions in training camp. Deshaun Watson has 11 of those interceptions. Let's not put the quarterbacks have 14 interceptions in training camp. Deshaun Watson has 11 of those interceptions. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a duck a duck. Let's call a raccoon, a squirrel, a bobby pin, okay? What are we doing here? Deshaun Watson has 11 interceptions, and Shedeur Sanders has 3. Let's not say the quarterbacks have 14 interceptions. That is not being honest to the American people who may not know what's going on in training camp. I am so tired of the Browns media slanting the coverage of the quarterbacks. Now, I will be fair. I am a fair person, I like to say, chat, and I think the chat is fair too. Okay? I think the chat is fair too. The Browns, when they have 14 interceptions, Deshaun Watson has 11 of those interceptions. He threw another one today. He had 10 going into the day, and now he has 11. Let's be fair, and Shedeur Sanders has 3. 11 plus 3 equals 14. Let's not say the quarterbacks have 14. I am tired of this. Sorry. I'm back. What's up, AAA? Oh, he has 8 interceptions. My bad. See, he has 8, not 11. I gave him too many. He has 8 interceptions, not 11. I'm sorry. So Shedeur has 6? Or did he give them too many interceptions? I know Shedeur don't have 6 interceptions, does he? Because Tony Grossi said they have 14 interceptions. Does Shedeur have 6 interceptions? Does Shedeur have 6 interceptions? Wait a minute. There's no way Shedeur has 6. He said they have 14 interceptions as a group, or can he not count? Wait a minute, he just can't count then. Okay, he can't count. Oh, he was counting Dylan. My bad, chat. I don't even count. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I don't even count Dylan. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I gave Shedeur too many. I wasn't counting Dylan. That's on me. Listen, I will take the L on that. I wasn't counting Dylan Gabriel. I wasn't even counting him as part of the quarterbacks. That is on me, chat. Boo. Listen.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I stink. I wasn't counting Dylan Gabriel as even part of the quarterbacks. I was just thinking about the quarterback competition. I forgot Dylan Gabriel has interceptions. Oh, my bad. That's right. Watson has 8. Shedeur has 3. And then you have Dylan Gabriel who has interceptions too. Chat, I apologize for my misinformation to you. Please accept my apologies. I am terrible. I forgot about Dylan Gabriel. Oh, but I am so sorry, chat. Boo to me! I am so sorry, chat. Please forgive me. Forgive me for giving you incorrect information. Oh, Tony can't count. I can't count, Lillian. I suck. Watson has as many interceptions as he does touchdowns. He has 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. No, 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Shedeur has 3 interceptions, I believe, and 8 touchdowns, or make it 9 touchdowns, somewhere around there. You like the new sound effects? Talking to these folks is like talking to a wall. I'm sorry, Dev the Dude. Listen, Dev the Dude, I didn't even count Dylan Gabriel's interceptions. I didn't count him into the equation. I forgot all about Dylan Gabriel. But you get my point. Back to what I was trying to say about everything here. If you're listening, if you're driving, if you just got here, Deshaun Watson went back to him. He had 2 interceptions today. He did? Why is the tracker lying to me then? Oh, he had one. Yeah, I did see the one on. They need to count that too. He did have one on one. I did see that. They should count that too. That's not fair, right? That's not fair. Listen, you need to count that too in the tracker. That is just criminal. That is criminal. Okay? That's criminal. If I eat 3 cheeseburgers, but I say, well, you know, I ate 2 at dinner and 1 at brunch, and we're erasing the brunch one, we're not going to erase the brunch one. It counts. I ate 3 cheeseburgers. That is ridiculous. It should be 2. If he threw one on one, it's an interception. In your defense, Gabriel is forgettable. It reminds me of that Key and Peele skit where he's the Green Falcon and they keep calling him Black Falcon. It's so obvious to see, but they play dumb. They won't count anything that helps CW, only if it's 2. He had 2. He had 1 on one. It was intercepted. My second fave team, Browns, had A-Rod equals playoffs. Gabriel should be back up. My bad, chat. My bad. If you're just getting here, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about who do you have in the lead for QB1. If you just came in, that's what we're talking about. Who is in the lead? If you missed the countdown screen, I will do a transition. If you've seen the thumbnail, who is in the lead? And then we talked about Shedeur Sanders having the better day in camp today. You know, he had a touchdown. So he already gets the better day in camp because they both threw an interception. And then we went on to Deshaun Watson is back to himself. Back to himself. 1v1 is warm up. Watson is cooked. D-Watt, 80%. 80% what? 80% what? We will give him to you if you want D-Watt, Jeff. All you have to do is give us is a cup of Gatorade. A cup of Gatorade. And can we hit the donation goal today? It will be for a Monday stream. I will not be around to stream for the next couple of days. If some breaking news happens, I may be able to put a video together or something. I don't know. I don't think breaking news will happen because we've been doing rinse, wash, and repeat all week. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think I'm gone. Am I gone? Can you hear me? My OBS just went poo-poo on me. Can you hear me? Mic check 1, 2. My OBS just went poo-poo. Mic check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. My OBS is trying to go against me. SS2 I have winning. DG is second. Hopefully you can hear me. My OBS tried to disconnect. They're trying to stop our greatness. Whenever you are talking about Shedeur Sanders in the positive light, everything tries to go wrong. The OBS tried to disconnect because we are on the side of Shedeur Sanders. How you doing, Jeff? How you doing, John? Even with the interceptions, we're different. 2 was tipped pass by Delpit, and DW was right to Campbell. It was, John. I'm back. Okay. Yes, thank you, Chantel. Thank you, AAA. Thank you. We're back. They're trying. Speaking of that, we're going to parlay into something perfect here. You guys, perfect parlay into our next topic. Perfect parlay. Why does the media hate Shedeur Sanders? And hate is a strong word, but I am dead serious and I am tired of it. Why does the media hate Shedeur Sanders? And I am dead serious because I am tired of seeing it, right? And when you look at it, it is the truth. It is the truth. Watson starts Browns in the Flush Bowl, not the Super Bowl. The media just doesn't like Shedeur. And it is, when Watson does something good, they can't wait. They can't wait to praise it, right? They can't wait to praise it. But when it comes to Shedeur, they're quiet as a church mouse. They're quiet and he has done nothing to know. And I hear people say, well, I mean, he just comes with so much baggage. And I mean, he's just, oh my God, he did nothing to nobody. He is out into community. He's in the Cleveland community. He does everything right. He has done nothing wrong but live his life. He has done nothing wrong. But the way the media treats this young man, I do not understand it. Deshaun Watson, of all people. Do I need to go over Deshaun Watson? Do I need to? I know I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it, right? We don't even have to go there. I don't have to go over Deshaun Watson. But this is what we're choosing to do here, right? We're to the point now we are propping up Deshaun Watson like he's this human citizen that has just done this great work to society, and we're propping him up any chance we get for mediocre things. But when Shedeur Sanders has a better day in camp, it's quiet. You can hear a pin drop. And they're trying everything in their power to make Deshaun Watson look good. And I don't understand why. Somebody needs to explain to me what Shedeur Sanders did. And I know what they're going to say. Well, I mean, his dad. Shut up with his dad stuff. Yes, his dad loves his son. Whoopity-doo. His dad was the greatest cornerback in NFL history. So what? Well, he works on music. Okay, I'm sorry. He likes music. In his downtime, he works on music. So what? Nobody can give me an actual explanation of why the media doesn't like Shedeur Sanders. That makes sense to me. But now we are propping up a guy that everybody hated 2 years ago, and he sucks at football. He absolutely stinks at the game of football, and it took me 2 years to accept that Deshaun Watson stinks at football. And now we're back to propping him up like he's actually good. When the owner said, we swung and we missed. But now we're back to propping him up only because most of the media doesn't like Shedeur Sanders. I don't understand it. I just don't. I don't get it. I do not get it. And I guess I never will. AAA, thank you. $10. I think they already has it all and don't like that he was born with talent. He's a vet in a young man's body. $10 donation. Appreciate you.
Here comes the money.
We are 40 away.
Money talk.
We are 40 away from a Monday stream. What else did I admit? Remember, Shedeur is rich already and just wants to play football. They hate those genes. That's the question of the day, fam. G. Bush talked about the BS bias earlier. G. Bush has a way bigger platform than me, right? He had Deion Sanders on his YouTube channel. I know G. Bush probably gets hate because of that. Oh, you had Deion Sanders on your YouTube channel? I hate you. Why? Why? Because he had Deion Sanders on his YouTube channel? So he probably gets hate for that. The bias is ridiculous. You have people wanting Dylan Gabriel as your quarterback because they have Shedeur Sanders. I don't understand it. It's like good versus evil. If Shedeur mentions God, they seem to just go in on Shedeur. Cleveland, the last place to criticize someone, they've been losing and sucking for 37 plus years. Well, we did have some good years in there, Chantel. We had 2020, we had a good year. 2023, with Flacco, we had a good year. You got to give us some good years in there. You got to give us some good years. Okay, we had a couple good years sprinkled in there. You got to sprinkle in some good years. You got to give us some good years. I've witnessed some good times. They're few far in between, but I've witnessed some good times. It's jealousy. That's why most fans don't listen to those clowns. We're tapped into podcasts like yours, The Barbershop. Appreciate you, John Simmons. Listen, I am not on The Barbershop's level, but thank you for even putting me in the same sentence. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But listen, I am not biased. I am fair. If you've ever been here, I am fair to most people except Sendejo. My OGs know about that. I never liked him and I never will. I am fair. I call it how I see it. And if you were here a couple of years ago, I was driving the Deshaun Watson train. I was in the conductor of the train. So it's not me hating Deshaun Watson. I was choo-choo, and people were like, what is wrong with you? I root for who is on my team, and if I see something, I call it out. That's all it is. I see what I see. If somebody's good, I say they're good. If somebody's bad, I say they're bad. And that's it. But people just like to hate for no reason, and I don't understand it. The same thing with Baker Mayfield. People think I don't like Baker Mayfield. It has nothing to do with it. Some of his fans just get on my nerves, and they come in here, he makes a good pass, and they want to do cartwheels. I don't care. But I have nothing against Baker Mayfield. I fought for him when he's here. He's just not here anymore. Same thing with Shedeur Sanders. I will fight for him until he's gone. Hopefully he's not gone, because I believe in Shedeur Sanders. It is what it is. JV and SS is about to put it in to the losing. Manning's all of them. Daddy Ball LeBron, salute. If they don't let QB1 be Shedeur, the fans are going to boo and boycott and drive the tickets down to $3. All my best memories of the Browns are all prior to 99. Shut up, phone. Shedeur, why did you have to change your number to 2? It gives me PTSD from the last famous quarterback we had, Tim Couch. The media makes more money when they bat Shedeur. They get more clicks and more attention. They make money off Shedeur, so they know they get more clicks saying bad things about Shedeur. Baker's not coming back. I don't think he is either. It's another thing about Shedeur. Listen, I will say this. And the point that you bring up, Shedeur equals algorithm. Everybody knows that. And if you don't believe that, I don't know what rock you're living under. He equals algorithm. He just does. And you have to think about that. If I was a Browns owner, right? I'm being 100% real with you. If I was a Browns owner, I have a stadium that's about to open. Who is going to sell tickets? Shedeur Sanders or Deshaun Watson? Let's just keep it spade to spade. Who would they rather go see? I don't see kids buying Deshaun Watson jerseys. I just don't see it. Do you see a kid buying Deshaun Watson jerseys? I don't see it anywhere. Maybe there is some, and I'm not talking about his family members. I'm talking about a random kid named Johnny walking into a store. That's all I'm saying. You got to keep it real. He equals the algorithm. The only thing that he has to prove is, can he do it on the field? You have to give him a chance. But we're wasting our time with a quarterback past his prime. Bars. I didn't even mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. But that's what we're doing here. We know what Deshaun Watson is. We don't know what Shedeur is. If Shedeur happens to not be good at football, I would be the first person to come on here and say, hey, he's not good at football. My bad. I would be the first person to come on here. Like I did with Deshaun Watson. I ate crow. I took the crow and I ate it. And let me tell you, crow sucks. It's not good at all. You can fry it. You can bake it. It sucks. Algorithm is a fact, generates revenue. They want Arch Manning so bad, they will tank for them. You know what? They might. And you know the funny thing about that was, everybody wanted Arch Manning, and then they seen him play against Ohio State, and they seen him play a game after that, and the game after that, and then guess what happened? All the fans pivoted to Mendoza. Everybody wanted Fernando Mendoza after Arch Manning wasn't playing so well. They wanted Fernando Mendoza. And I seen it all over Twitter. As soon as Arch Manning had some bad games, wasn't looking so good, he was running better than he was throwing, they pivoted to Fernando Mendoza. Then it was Dante Moore. Can we just see what we got first? That's all I'm saying to Cleveland fans. Can we just see what we got first before we drool over the next quarterback? Can we see what we have first? That's all I ask. That is it. College is different than the pros. Mendoza's not doing so good. He's not. I haven't paid attention to the Raiders. I ain't paid one drip drop to the Raiders. And if you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, turn on all of your notifications. I don't believe Arch has a bigger fan base than Shedeur. Fan base? No. I don't think... Listen, Shedeur's fan base is just different. It's a different breed. And I know that's why some people hate that, but it's not Shedeur's fault. You can't do that either. You can't blame... And that's for anybody. Like... You can't blame, and sometimes I do that too with Baker. It's not Baker's fault that his fans get on my nerves sometimes. You can't blame the fans for anything. Like Baker, I can't blame Baker because his fans annoy me sometimes. You can't blame Shedeur because some people say, well, his fans do this and his fans do that. You can't blame Johnny Football, which he was absolutely terrible, but you can't blame his fans for that. Some players are just going to bring a fan base. That's just the truth. That's just what happens. You can't blame them because they have fans and their fans ride for them. So what? Don't blame the player. The player did absolutely nothing. They just happen to be lovable and they have fans. So what? Deshaun Watson doesn't have that many fans anymore because he has some off the field issues. He has some ride or die fans, but he doesn't have what Shedeur had. You can't blame him because of his fans. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, y'all got me over here, man. Busting the blood vessel. Mendoza's on the bench. Cousins is starting. Manning hasn't played enough to have a fan base. Imagine Baker becomes a Steeler. I wouldn't be opposed to it. That's a good argument. The Manning lineage versus Deion Sanders. That would be something, though, man. Listen. Deion Sanders has like that. Deion Sanders has an aura to him, but Manning has fans. You know what I'm saying? I love Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was my favorite quarterback besides Mike Vick. Big Dollar C meeting the Monday stream goal. We will be streaming on Monday. Appreciate you, my guy. We will be streaming on Mondays. I'm just running my lips, chit-chatting.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. We will be streaming on Monday. You see in 25, 5.940 time, I'll still root for the number one QB pick. Who had a 5.940 time? If Arch was like that, he would have a fan base. He has a fan base. I'm pretty sure he has a fan base. I don't think it's big as Shedeur's yet, but I'm pretty sure if you go out there and you go on Twitter and you search Arch Manning, and then your feed will start to get some Arch Manning stuff, and you'll see he has a fan base. Start watching some Texas football games, and then you'll get into the Texas algorithm, and then you'll see some Arch Manning. There's some Arch Manning fans. Trust me. May not be as big as Shedeur right now, but there's some out there. Let them get on your football team, right? Let them get on your football team, and you'll be like, oh, okay, there's more fans than I thought there were. They're starting to come out of the woodworks, right? There's some fans out there. Now, listen, there's some out there. Trust me. Let them get on your football team, and then you'll know, what. Oh, he do got some out there, right? Just saying. But I don't like the notion of, well, his fans. It's not his fault. He's just doing his job, and he's trying to win football games, and he's trying to win the starting quarterback position. It doesn't give the media the right to hate on the young man when right now, in my opinion, he is winning the starting quarterback position. If you're a media member, call it down the line. You have a job to call it down the line. I can't even talk. Down the line correctly. You ain't supposed to be part of the hate. You're not supposed to pick a side. And that's what I hate about the Cleveland media. They pick a side and they hate. They did it to Baker. Now they're doing it to Shedeur. I hate it. 5.9 is the slowest. I thought Brady was 5.2. Who has a 5.940? Who had a 5.940? Who are you talking about that had a 5.940? Chat, who are you talking about that had a 5.940? Who is that? Bernie Kosar? Griffey in baseball. I love me some Ken Griffey. Don't get me started. All right, y'all. Before we head out of here, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification. I am going to leave you with this. I need you to put it in the chat. If you dropped down from Earth and you knew nothing about football and you watched these two quarterbacks play in camp, who do you have as your quarterback winning camp right now? We are going to do a poll and we are going to vote. If you just had no bias to the situation, who is leading the QB1 race right now? If you take your bias out of the situation, who is winning? Phone, shut up. Who is winning? Deshaun or Shedeur? Vote now. Go, 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 go before we get out of here. Go, go, go. Vote on the poll. Vote, 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 vote. I see a lot of twos in the chat. I see a lot of twos. I see a lot of twos and I see some votes. I appreciate everybody who's been in the chat right now. I appreciate you. If you are new, also, let me know if you're new in the chat. Let me know if you're new so the OTC can acknowledge you. Let me know if you're new so the OTC can acknowledge you. Let me know. 2. Right now, Shedeur is 100%. Nobody has picked Watson yet. Honestly, Shedeur, a whole bunch of 2s, not a 4 yet. Not a 4. If you're new, let me know. Before we head out of here, I appreciate you all. We have a Monday stream. We have a Monday stream guaranteed. I don't see anybody picking Deshaun right now. Saint, welcome to the stream.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
The tribal chief acknowledges you. And if you don't know who the tribal chief is, just type in tribal chief in Google. And then you'll figure out who that is. Type in OTC in Google. And you will figure out who that is. I am not new here. My first time comment. Oh, hey, Charmaine, you still get that. Hey, you still get that.
Acknowledge me.
You get that. Listen.
Acknowledge
I appreciate
me.
you for making a comment. Shedeur, Dylan, Watson. Thanks for calling out the media. DW4 at 2 interceptions today. The tracker is suspect. You're welcome. I am Riri. Listen, I am not big time. They probably will never see this video, but I will tell you this. I like to call it fair, a spade a spade. Stop hating on Shedeur Sanders. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to win at football. Did he have the best year last year? No, he didn't have the best year last year. Everybody likes to point that out. Everybody's grubby little fingers like to point that out. Oh, he had an 18.9 QBR, and they're stuck in their attic with duct tape on their window, and they don't have talent in their bones. He had an 18.9 QBR, but they like to leave everything else out. Everything else out. He had duct tape for a line. He didn't get #1 reps until he started the season. His coach didn't want to play him. They don't want to say any of that stuff. They just want to go 18.9 QBR. And their only knowledge at football is playing Madden on Sega Genesis. That's it. That's all they want to point out. 18.9 QBR. Shut up. Okay? Let's talk some realism here. Let's talk the facts. Now he's getting a fair opportunity, and let's see how he does. Let's stop hating on Shedeur Sanders, media, and let's just try and keep it fair and down the middle. That's all I ask, and that's all I want to see. Shedeur Sanders showed promise last year, and now he's getting a fair shot. But everybody wants to type on their keyboard in the attic with one brick in the window. It makes me sick. Okay, I'm done. I'm done now. You're not new, AAA. You're not new. Barbershop crew in the building. What up? The barbershop crew. I got somebody from the barbershop in the building. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I am in the algorithm. What up?
Acknowledge me.
I'm in the algorithm.
Acknowledge me.
Shout out to you, Dre. They gave him, oh, and they did give him the wrong plays on his armband. The wrong plays. I love your for real rants. Thank you, Lillian. All right, we're going to stop the poll. It's been at 100%. I am done. I'm going to head out of here. I appreciate everybody who came into the stream today. 27 voted, 27-0. We'll be back for sure on Monday. If anything big happens, I will try to either put out a post, maybe go live from my phone. I don't know. Maybe make a quick video. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate every single person that came into the stream. And if it's your first time here, this happens all the time. We're interactive. We're live. I go on rants and I hate haters. It is what it is. Don't bloviate. Don't hate. Be great. I'll see ya when I see ya. It's all love. Peace.